turn that on. We got somebody here. Let's go, Daniel Castro. Man, free my brother Daniel Castro, man. The ex has silenced Daniel Castro.
Yeah.
Now he has to come up as Solar Bear, dude. Let him go, dude.
We'll talk about that in a moment, man. But my name's Mike Jimenez. This is the Alamo City Sportscast coming at you from the Alamo City, San Antonio, Texas, deep in the heart of Texas. We're the home of the Spurs, home of UTSA Roadrunners, home of a lot of Cowboy fans for some reason. And we also are the home of the Spurs Coyote, Joe Garcia, producing today's show. What's going on, my man?
Man, we got some breaking news you want to talk about too, dude.
Well, we have a lot to get into, man.
Yeah,
It's the NBA trade deadlines today, 2 p.m. The question becomes, are the Spurs going to do anything or sit on their hands and piss off a bunch of Spurs fans?
No, Spurs are absolutely not going to do a damn thing, bro.
They've done stuff in the past, but we'll have to revisit that. Super Bowl 58's this weekend. We have the Chiefs and Niners. We're going to give our locked-in predictions when it comes to it all. We're also going to discuss the fact that Whataburger surprised everybody in Sin City and opened up its first location on the Las Vegas Strip. We have video of this. It looks amazing.
But I wonder the quality of the food's going to dip down. You know, it's been a Texas staple. Then they got sold over there to that Chicago conglomerate or whatever.
Yeah.
Quality went down. Then they changed the bags from white to brown. Not a fan of that. The quality's been dipping down, dude. Whataburger's taking a nosedive, man.
It's gone downward, but I wouldn't say
downward.
a nosedive. The nosedive is Taco Cabana.
Cabana
was legit
awful,
back in the
man.
day. You used to have that battle back in the day of Taco Cabana against Takasita, and the family split up, and they had both have their pink buildings and all that stuff. It has gone to crap over the years.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, it is one step above Taco Bell at this point.
Yeah, well, Taco Bell's right there, neck and neck, I think, with Taco Cabana. But if you want a better version of Taco Cabana, go around here around 1604 off of Culebra.
Yeah.
That Taco Planeque.
Oh, Taco Palenque? That's pretty good, though,
That's
man.
good. It's a higher level above Taco Cabana,
You know what?
man.
It's legit,
that place is
man.
good, dude.
Palenque is a very legit place. It is South Texas Mexican food. It's not Tex-Mex.
No, it's
more
stuff,
McAllen, man. Laredo type of Mexican food. It's pretty good.
It's better than Taco Cabana.
And they have the fancy version, which is Palenque Grill over at La Cantera Mall.
Now you're talking my speed,
but
man.
that's a sit-down, nice, fancy restaurant for
that.
For the days you want to spend $40 on Mexican food.
That's for the jefe, dude. We got to go there with Jeff. Maybe he'll pick up the bill.
Silver platter and everything.
Oh, speaking of that, I got to take Jeff over to the Little Red Barn, dude.
It's been a while since I've been there, man. The old ladies are gone.
Yeah, they're gone now.
The viejitas
still have the swing.
I know, right? The viejitas have moved over. They're now waitressing over at Luby's. Dude, I went to Luby's the other day. The one on Bandera in 604. Dude, I swear my waitress was 85.
Hey, man, they got to earn some money, dude.
I guess so, but I felt bad. I was like, no, lady, I'll go get my refill.
You know who really needs a makeover? Luby's does, dude. Luby's is still, you go in there and it's like you're going back in the 90s or the late 80s.
Yeah.
Needs an update.
I love me some Luby's, though.
Hey, the Luann platter's undefeated, dude.
It used to be that we would look at Luby's and say that it's too expensive to go because the meals have gone up, but everywhere else has gone up in price too. Now Luby's seems like a deal.
Bro, you can't even get you a Whataburger for less than $10, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like almost $11.
I wonder how much it is on the strip. It's got to be at least $25, right?
Yeah. Man, I went to Burger Boy the other day and I got the working man. I think that was like $14. I was like, hot damn, bro. Price has gone up.
I know, man. We're going to have to eat at home, but that's why you go to the taquerias because they always, $2 for a taco. We're in and out.
You know what's cheaper than that? Eating out every day. Get you a good Mexican woman that knows how to cook, man.
No, that's more expensive, man, because you got to buy the ring. You got to buy the house. Got to get her a car. All the auto insurance. Dude, no, man. No, women are expensive.
Tell me about it.
Like the movie Rounder says, they are the rake.
You know what my wife did?
In the poker game of life, women are the rake.
You know what my wife did today? She's like, I heard a noise in my car, so I dropped it off. I'm like, okay, why are you calling me? Guess who's gonna pay the bill?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why she's calling me.
Exactly. So yesterday we were talking about the fact that I'm going to the rodeo on Saturday.
Oh man.
Got a big group going out there and was asking the question, should I buy cowboy boots? Talked to Jefe, Jeff Garcia from Locked On Spurs about this.
Don't know no cowboy boots.
Now, I'm not going to go deep into conversations about what Jeff and I talk about in our private lives. Jeff is a very good friend of mine.
Yeah.
But I'll talk a little bit about what we discussed with the rodeo, because he gave me so much crap on Twitter yesterday when I said I didn't want to look too ethnic when it came to being a cowboy.
You want to be a
day.
vaquero cowboy?
Yeah. And he goes, dude, how can you say that? And I said, man, there's a difference between how the cowboys, the real cowboys in Poteet and Pearsall all dress compared to the cowboys on the south side and the west side of San Antonio. He got offended by that. He goes, dude, come on, I'm from the south side. I'm like, there's a difference, man. There's the cowboy and then there's the Mexicano cowboy. And there's two different things.
Shit, man.
So I was telling him, he was like, so are you going to wear a hat? No, I'm not going to wear a hat. I've never worn a cowboy hat in my entire life. Nothing wrong with it. Some people look great in it.
Come on.
But I'm not going to wear it because that would be a poser. And he goes, are you going to wear a belt buckle? No, complete poser if I did. But I did buy a Wrangler shirt. I've got the Wrangler jeans.
Okay, man. We're
And
gonna
I
show
bought
this on
a pair
screen.
of boots, rather.
This is just a regular vaquero cowboy, bro. Like you could go. That would be you, casual. He's all in jeans, boots.
Dude. Nah.
He has a cowboy hat.
If I meet somebody who wants to do business with me, I can't be wearing that.
What about that? Go vaquero, dude.
No.
You'll be like the guys from, was it?
What would make you think that I would wear that?
I don't know.
You've known me for a while.
You want to be going back to like Three Amigos times.
No.
You know?
I got to be presentable for the public so that
what about
if
that?
money comes my way, I get to invest.
What's wrong with that?
That one's not bad. The white shirt with the vest, I can rock that. That one's not bad.
Man.
That's more country style than South Texas vaquero.
What's that? Well, look at that, bro. That come on, man. That's puro.
No, dude.
That's puro.
I'm not going to be, wearing the big old hat or anything like that because that's a poser. I am not a cowboy.
Look, man, they're ready to go ahead and start working on the house, bro. Come on.
But why would I want to work on a house?
Hey, man, that's just casual.
No, that's not casual.
That's Mexican casual.
That's not casual for me.
The only thing missing from these brothers is just a can of beer, bro.
So, I'll drink the beer, man. I'll drink the beer. But Jeff was like, I can't believe you said that. And I'm like, dude, you know what I meant. And he just starts laughing. He's like, I know. No, I'm not going to go like that either, okay? I'm not going to go like a Little Nas X. I'm not going like Florida Georgia line.
Assless chaps. Oh, my God, dude. Come on. Oh, look. No. This is you, Mike, right here. Look at that hat, bro.
No, dude, ain't going to happen. So I got the Wrangler shirt. I got the Wrangler jeans. The jeans I always wear anyway. I've got the boots, the Ariat boots.
Did you get them with the memory foam?
I got the one that they said is really good for those who are hard on their feet.
Yeah.
And apparently, I went into Cavender Boot City. You walk in there. Obviously, there's boots everywhere. And the lady goes, "Do you need something that's like softer, like it's an easier walk?" I'm like, "Yes, please." And I spent like 3 minutes. I was like, those boots right there, I'll take those. She goes, great choice. And I walked out. I wasn't going to go look for designs. I wasn't going to go, well, this, that, and the other. These are boots I'll probably wear once a year for the rest of my life.
They're saying that your Mike is going to dress like the year-old boots with shorts.
Yes. And the first 3 people who spot me at the rodeo get a beer from me. And that's a big thing, man, because the beer over there at the rodeo is like $15 a pop. Okay.
Man, just don't be taking no pictures of you sipping on no beer, bro. You got to warn somebody, man. Come on.
I'll borrow somebody's cowboy hat for that one. That would be meme-tastic when it comes to
you want to go legit cowboy? Just look at episodes of Texas Ranger, Walker, Texas Ranger.
See, I don't have that mustache, and I also don't have that roundhouse kick either.
And the tight ass jeans.
Yes, exactly. Which is why, dude, I shave every day. I get my hair cut every 10 days because I have to be presentable for business.
Yeah.
So every time I go out, dude, even if I'm going to HEB, I tend to get dressed up a little bit because I get business wherever I go. It just is what it is. So I have an image that I need to talk about. Now, speaking of
put on
images,
the vest. Wear a blue jean shirt, a button-up shirt with the vest, bro.
The vest is fine.
There you go.
The vest,
a leather vest.
The vest is fine. But if we're gonna be talking about images, there was an image of Wemby when he was going out to the game in Miami. Did you see that? I gotta find that photo. But he's been pretty interesting the way that he has dressed over the years, over the past several months for the Spurs. We'll get into that later on.
Yeah, one of my best friends is over in Miami right now. She's vacationing right now. Shout out to you, Celine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Miami, the most expensive city in all of the United States. Let's get into today's topics when it comes to sports, because it is NBA trade deadline day, 2 p.m. NBA teams can make trades. The Spurs historically have done some stuff around this time. Okay, I'm not saying that they've done anything exciting,
No.
but the Spurs right around this time typically do something. Greg Popovich was talking about this and kind of just joking about it the other day, saying, basically saying, insinuating that Spurs fans shouldn't wait up and shouldn't be refreshing their feeds, hoping to get something big, because why? They're dicking with us at this point. Yeah. Dude, I swear, dude, if the Spurs have the worst record in franchise history and don't do jack shit over the offseason, I am going to lose my shit. As a Spurs fan.
They tank you, bro.
Well, no, then fucking get somebody in the offseason, man. I am sick and fucking tired of Greg Popovich and Brian Wright and R.C. Buford. I am tired of all of those motherfuckers because they're not doing anything. And I had somebody reach out to me earlier today on Twitter, dude. And it gets me angry because I am a Spurs fan, okay? I am a Spurs fan. I posted this morning, dude. This is me at 7:02 a.m. in the Brian Wright era, which officially began around 2020, but you can say 2019 because he was involved with other things before then.
Yeah.
Here's the list of the players the Spurs have traded for.
Do you have it on? You put it up right now?
I do have it on.
All right. Let's share it.
They have traded for Cameron Payne, Reggie Bullock, C.D. Osman, Lamar Stevens, Devontae Graham, Kem Birch, Dwayne Dedman, Noah Vonleh, Danilo Gallinari, can never say his name, Josh Richardson, Romeo Langford, Goran Dragic, Thomas Satoransky, Juan Hernan Gomez, Thad Young, Al-Farouq Aminu, Doug McDermott, Chandler Hutchison, Marquise Chris, and Damari Carroll. That right there is the Brian Wright era of trades. Now, of those guys, C.D. Osman has gotten some playing time, right? Some playing time. Josh Richardson for a little bit, but then was sent to the bench. Doug McDermott has gotten some play. Damari Carroll got bought out. So I had someone reach out to me and say, well, go ahead and tell me about those picks that the Spurs got with those guys. Well, the Spurs got, for a lot of these trades, draft capital, I'm not even going to count second rounders.
Yeah.
The 25 second rounders that we have the next 5 years mean nothing to me. The odds of us getting a Nikola Jokic or a Draymond Green in the second round, it's like getting struck by lightning, dude. Ain't going to happen. Those second rounders mean nothing. Even if you collected them all together, all 25 collected together are worth less than a Whataburger Whatameal. Okay? They mean nothing. So, the Spurs in all of this have traded off players like DeMar DeRozan, Thad Young, DeJounte Murray, Derek White, and we got 7 additional first rounders in return. 7.
Yeah.
We've burned through 2 of them. One of them is Malachi Branham, and one of them is Blake Wesley. The pick that we got from Charlotte is not going to happen. It's so heavily protected, it's going to manifest itself as second rounders in a couple of years. So we have Atlanta's 2025 and 2027 unprotected. Okay. We also got a swap with them. We also have a first rounder from Chicago that is top 10 protected. We have a top 6 protected pick from Toronto. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we have something with Boston in like the year 2065 as part of the Derek White trade.
Yeah, but the thing is, with all the players that you've named, the Spurs were just trading to build up draft capital. That's all it was, and whether those picks will pan out or whether they go ahead and offer up some of that draft capital to make some trades, we'll see. But right now, the Spurs have shown that they have no interest in making any trades right now at the trade deadline. None. MAG7189 reaches out to us on our YouTube stream. Again, you can be part of the show by commenting. Says, fuck all that management down on East Houston. A lot of people saying second rounders are worth trash. Chris Gonzalez says they're worth trash. Vane Stain says, didn't we get like 5 second rounders for Josh Richardson? Might have been, dude. It might have been.
But the trade deadline is today. And while right now we have not heard anything from the Spurs have done trades in the past around this time. But usually it's to develop draft capital. But I think Spurs fans right now are saying, get us some players, get us somebody that we can play.
Van Steen saying, I think we'll get veterans from our draft capital this offseason. Well, we'll see. I mean, the Spurs only have so much cap space to play with, so they went ahead and signed some players. And so I know Spurs fans are like, well, they overpaid for Devin Vassell. They overpaid for Zach Collins. I mean, I don't think they should have extended Collins. I think they should have just let him walk. He doesn't really do anything but pull up and shoot some threes that never go in. And he's booty crumbs on defense, puts up 10 points.
Yeah.
But the plus minus stats every night, they tell you all you need to know.
Exactly. By the way, yesterday, Zach Collins had a turnover that Jeff Garcia and I were laughing about.
Oh, God.
He threw it to nobody. He threw it to the referee. He thought the referee was his teammate. He threw it to the ref. There have been 8 trades today in the NBA. Again, the trade deadline is at 2 p.m. Mavericks, Wizards doing a deal for Rashawn Holmes for Daniel Gafford. Really not that big of a deal. The Knicks are getting Alex Burks from the Pistons in exchange for Quentin Grimes. Who really cares? There's a deal going on between the Knicks and the Sixers. That's the big deal so far today has been Oklahoma City Thunder. Look at them. Look at them make moves, right?
Yeah, Oklahoma.
OKC did. They got Gordon Hayward from Charlotte for Trey Mann and Davis Bertans, according to ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski.
Nothing, dude.
Dude, you add Gordon Hayward to that team, even if he's playing 15 to 18 minutes, you have him on the three-point line with Chet Holmgren, SGA is going to go wild. Absolutely wild because
spreads the
floor. And then you add J-Dub to the mix. Dude, Oklahoma City, they got stronger today. And they're already one of the top 2 teams in the West.
Well, they said they want to win now. Unlike the Spurs who said, let's see what happened. And Coach Pop and his comments that have made the rounds on social media, he's just freaking gaslighting people, man.
He is. And I'm done with him. Charlotte Hornets forward Miles Bridges says that he will not accept any trade offers today. So he's going to stay with Charlotte. Philadelphia is getting Buddy Hield from the Pacers in exchange for Marcus Morris and 3 second-round picks because those are useless. The Raptors got Kelly Olynyk.
I saw that.
In exchange for Otto Porter Jr., Kira West, and a 2024 first-round pick. Toronto also got Ochai. I always say his name wrong. Agbaji, who was a star with Kansas back in the day in college, but hasn't done much in the pros. Again, NBA trade deadline is today, wraps up at 2:00. By the way, there was an interesting podcast done yesterday. Mario Cavazos, one of our listeners, reached out to me yesterday about it, was talking about the fact that the Ringer, Bill Simmons and all those guys were talking about who should go after certain players. And they got up on the conversation about Trae Young. And the belief that they have is that the Spurs need to overpay for him. And they gave out a trade proposal for Trae Young that I would do in a heartbeat. Which basically means I don't think Atlanta would do it.
Yeah.
It was Devin Vassell, the expiring contract of Doug McDermott, this year's first-round draft pick for the Spurs, top 1 protected, and giving back Atlanta their 2025 pick back.
In exchange for who?
Trae Young.
That's not a bad trade. Trae Young alongside Wemby, that's a good 1-2 punch because you got somebody who can actually shoot the ball and make it,
Who can make threes. I mean, again, we need to light it up. We need a fun, good point guard, good guard to play with Victor Wembanyama.
No doubt it makes the team better.
Dude, I mean, let's say you have Trae Young with Sohan and Wemby. That's 3 of the 5 pieces of the puzzle for the starting lineup put in place because we don't know if Devin Vassell, although I like him as a player, I like him as a person, don't know if he's the right fit for Victor Wembanyama. Jason Gonzalez reaches out to us on our YouTube stream asking the question, when will the media put the Inferno under Pop and Wright to do something?
It's our good friend Jason Garcia.
So, it'll never happen because local media is afraid of Pop. And they're afraid of being blackballed.
Yeah.
when it comes to it. I'm beginning to call them the People's Republic of Spurs.
You know what I was
because
going to
that's
show?
just what it is.
This is what's going to happen to Spurs fans today, man. Spurs fans think that there's going to be a trade made. And
Oh,
this is
I
what's
saw
going to happen
this.
to them. Boom.
Yeah, this is
nothing.
This is training for being a stunt artist in Hollywood, stunt actor.
Spurs fans trade deadline. That's what that is right there.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to happen.
So again, the deadline is today. Will the Spurs do something? Well, we'll find out in the next 3.5 hours, but I'm not optimistic of it. And I think that there's going to be a turning point when it comes to being a Spurs fan as to what's going to be acceptable for it. The Spurs fans did not go to the games a year ago. It was pretty empty at the AT&T Center, now
really
Bank
empty.
Center.
Tickets could be had for like maybe $10, $12.
They drafted Wemby, win the lottery, draft Wemby, ticket prices skyrocket.
Season tickets
skyrocketed. And what did the Spurs do? They took a shit on the fans by not doing anything, not bringing in any veterans, not pulling off any trades, doing nothing. We're just going to see what we got. But then people are trolling Pop right now by saying, hey, didn't you say that wins were important this year? Didn't you say that earlier this year? Jeff Garcia from Locked On Spurs. Follow him at Jeff G Spurs Zone for your daily Spurs coverage. He and I were talking about this, and he was like, yeah. He was like, I was at that interview. We see the quotes coming up. People say that this was what Pop was saying, that he was saying. Because remember, 2 years ago, Pop was out there talking about the fact that, we're not going to be winning any championships this year. And then this year was like, wins are important. We do have Wemby. And what did they do? And I think people are coming to the realization that Pop has never done a rebuild. That Pop probably doesn't know what he's doing right now.
Yeah. I don't know
He's
if he doesn't know
washed.
that he's
washed.
It's not like he doesn't know what he's doing. He knows what he's doing, and that's tanking.
He's not tanking.
They're tanking.
They suck.
No, they're
They
tanking.
suck.
Man. They're tanking.
They're not
dude.
tanking, dude. Tanking is the belief that these guys are better than what they are. They don't. They
bad.
Suck.
They're bad.
They suck.
But they've been bad for the last couple seasons, and Pop's known this. They don't do anything to go ahead and help solidify their defense. Their defense is the problem. You can score points, great, but you can't stop nobody.
Last night, Spurs lost on the road to the Miami Heat. It was game 1 of the rodeo road trip. 9 games between now and the end of February. Spurs don't come back until they play OKC Thunder on February 29th here at the Frost Bank Center. Spurs were in it for most of the game yesterday, but then Jimmy Butler turned into Jimmy Butler in the fourth quarter, and the game was over. Zach Collins started throwing it to Ghost. The one fun part of the game yesterday was seeing Jeremy Sohan fly into the stands. I don't know if you saw that, Joe.
Yeah, I saw that. He went into the stands, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. He got up and he kissed that old man on the top of his head.
Yeah, what was that all about?
I think he might have hit the old man with his leg or his foot or something. And he got up and immediately asked him, "Are you okay?" And I think he said he was okay. And Jeremy Sohan just kind of rubbed him on his top of his head. He kissed him.
We have the video up here now, courtesy of Valley Sports. Jeremy Sohan, third row back there, grabbing some popcorn.
Yeah, I think I put the audio through over here instead of over here.
Okay. He was smiling the entire time. Went out there making some friends, kissing a guy on the forehead. Actually went back to the guy later on to kind of see if he was okay.
Yeah.
Gave him a hug. And the woman that he was with kind of shook her hand. But the little kid in the front right there, just smiling. He's excited. NBA player. He had 6'8", Jeremy Sohan, just fly across. You know what? Hate to say this, that motherfucker's growing on me. He's growing on me. He ain't my son yet.
Come on.
He ain't my son yet. But he's growing on me.
Jeremy Sohan's
he's playing the 4, baby. He doesn't grow on me as a 1, man. You play down low as a 4, you're rolling towards the basket. You're growing on me a little bit, baby. A little bit. Again, courtesy of Bally Sports.
Drew Show says the most ignorant statement I see floating around the Spurs now is that the current Spurs, the current Pop in the front office, know how to rebuild because they've done it before.
Yeah, that's the revisionist history. That's bullshit because the Spurs have never done a rebuild under Coach Popovich. Yeah. It's never happened.
Look at no NBA team plays defense. Well, you know what? The Spurs can't play defense, and they're so bad. They are one of the worst defensive teams in the NBA. And I'm not saying that a team needs to be locked down, lock another opposing team down on defense, but you got to play defense when it matters.
Right.
And the thing is that the Spurs just are incapable of stopping another team, especially in crunch time. If it's 2 minutes, tight game. More than likely, the other team's going to win because the Spurs just can't get pivotal stops. They can't get little stops, man.
And people are reaching out. I don't know if they're saying this in in jest or if they're tongue in cheek or whatever the case may be. But the belief is that there's no point guards in the NBA, that we could play positionless basketball. Greg Popovich alluded to that, having a conversation, an interview with a French media outlet over there, saying that, there's the point guard position is kind of passé. It's not a thing anymore. Well, let's see. Who leads the NBA in assists? Tyrese Halliburton. Hey, what position does he play?
Ooh, Tyrese
he's
Halliburton?
a point guard, right?
Yeah.
Trae Young, point guard. Luka Doncic, point guard. Okay, well, we have Jokic. He's a center. Harden, point guard. Van Vliet, point guard. Sabonis, center. LeBron, he plays all positions. LeBron is LeBron. Cade Cunningham, point guard. Booker, point guard. Jamal Murray, Dame Lillard, SGA, Brunson, Mike Conley, Tyus Jones, Tyrese Maxey, all point guards. So you're telling me that 15 of the 18 assist leaders in the NBA right now are true point guards, and we're hearing this conversation piece about how it's positionless basketball is all nonsense. It's all nonsense. Unless you're LeBron James, Nikola Jokic, or Domantas Sabonis, all three all-stars. Sabonis should have been. I don't think he is yet. Should have been. Then you have to be a point guard to run a fucking offense in the NBA. This is absurd. I don't want to sound like Will Ferrell and Zoolander, but it feels like I'm taking crazy pills talking to people about how positionless basketball is a thing. Positionless basketball means, you can play multiple positions. Yeah, you can play one or two different positions. You can be a combo guard. You can be a 2/3. You can be a 3/4. You can be a 4/5. But very rarely can you be a 5/1 unless you're Nikola Jokic.
No.
So the thing about it is this. Point guard lives matter. I want a point guard on this team.
You know what I'm looking forward to? Trade deadline's going to come and go. Spurs are not going to do nothing. And Spurs Twitter's going to be in shambles, dude. The inner bickering and the infighting that they have going on, it's entertainment, bro.
Dude, it's one thing to tank, which is what they did last year. Yeah. It's another thing to suck as they do this year. But it's another thing when you see Pop just laughing about it. Laughing at us as fans or us as super fans, because if you're hanging out with us on Spurs Twitter and he's laughing at us, we're the ones who go to the most games. We're the ones who buy the most merch. We're the ones who, watch Locked On Spurs. We're the ones that listen to sports talk radio. We're the ones who listen to podcasts. He's laughing at us.
No, it's not just him. It's Pop in the front office. They're throwing the middle finger to the fan base, basically. That's what they're doing.
Another trade coming in. This came down a few minutes ago. The New York Knicks have completed a larger deal with the Detroit Pistons, landing Bojan Bogdanovic and Alex Burks for Quentin Grimes, Malachi Flynn, Evan Fournier, and Ryan Arcidiacono, and 2 second-round picks.
Well, somebody's getting let go in that trade, for sure.
Let's see if they buy out Fournier, man, because Fournier, the Spurs have had a hard on for him for about 10 years.
Yeah, they ain't gonna go get him. That would
well for Wemby, maybe it's a French star
that would throw a chink in the tank that they're doing this season.
That doesn't mean they'll play him.
Nah, they'll sit him on the bench. Hey, man, Devontae, you make some room there, brother. Scoot on over,
dude. The Spurs are the place where older vets go to die.
Yeah, man.
Josh Richardson,
they're capable of playing, but Coach Pop's like, we ain't trying to win. We don't want to win. He played like nothing, dude. I mean, they let people just sit there and bake.
Darth reaches out to us, says the Spurs will trade 4 second-round picks for Killian Hayes. Not a good player, but he can handle the ball. He has pretty good handles. You're right. Killian Hayes is somebody back in the draft a few years ago, was somebody that I kind of liked a little bit, but the fact of the matter is he can't shoot a 3 to save his life. Killian Hayes, this year averaging 7 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. He is basically the third point guard on that team. Because if you have Cade Cunningham, you ain't gonna see the court, dude. you're not gonna see the court. But I like Killian Hayes. I mean, he's not bad. I mean, the number 7 overall pick back in 2020, young guy. He fits the mold. He's 6'5". You kind of like the size. Weighs almost 200 pounds. Not bad. Can't shoot a 3. His effective shooting percentage is garbage. But if you were to say Killian Hayes was on this team, sure, I would take it, especially if it's for a bunch of second rounders. Locked On Spurs, Jeff Garcia from Locked On Spurs at Ken's 5. Don't forget to follow him at Jeff G Spurs Zone. I follow him on Spotify as well. I was talking about the fact that the photo of Victor Wembanyama is on his feed. Let's take a look at it real fast.
He's saying the photo of Wemby pregame fit was from me, Jimenez.
Oh, okay. Well,
Jeff, you know what? If you want to go ahead and have these photos to be linked back to him, he needs to watermark them, man, especially if you're going to be putting them up on
here's
social
the photo.
media, man.
Yeah, Jeff posted this. Here's the photo that we're talking about here. Now, my sister texted me about this because she was kind of making fun of it a little bit. But the more I look at it,
let's go ahead and show it.
The more I look at it,
it's just shorts, man. And he's wearing a
I don't mind
shirt.
it. And the caption here of Jeff Garcia is asking the question, what do we think of Wembanyama's pregame fit tonight, Poor Vita fans? And this was from last night. Basically, he's got the blazer going, got the black shirt, but the blazer has matching, not pants. Now, they'd be pants on me, but it has matching capris. Is that what that is? Shorts?
The shorts, the dress shorts.
Very European. You got to keep in mind, this guy ain't from New York. Yeah. He ain't from LA.
And he's not
from Atlanta.
He's got his man purse.
Dude, I like it. I mean,
you'd be rocking the man purse, man.
Yeah.
No, come on.
Oh, no. I'm him rocking the man purse.
No, but you would rock a man purse?
No, I carry a backpack wherever I go.
Yeah. I would have a messenger bag, but I know you're not rocking no man purse.
Yeah, I'd be like that guy from The Hangover, you know.
The
satchel
bag.
The satchel. But I like the outfit, man.
We need to get you one of those, dude. Tailor-made.
Chris Gonzalez was out and says Wemby stole that look from the Jimenez closet. I wish I had enough money to afford that. I bet you that outfit right there is more than my car, worth more than my car.
Probably is, dude.
That he had the handbag to that.
You know what?
What do you think is in that bag? Do you think he has like lunch in there?
Probably clothes.
More clothes?
More clothes. But all this, this outfit here, he didn't pay for it. It's probably donated to him by a designer.
Could be. Could be. Do you think he wears cologne?
Of course, bro.
Who could smell it? He's like 8 feet up in the air. Who can smell it?
He probably uses like half the bottle. He's so tall, bro. Like with us, it's just one little spray.
It just drips down.
Yeah. It's like, just take the cap off, man.
David reaches out and says, Wemby's from Paris, which is the New York of Europe. You're right, but it's also the Paris of Europe. It's the Paris of Paris. Well, it is all about fashion over there. And I know New York's about fashion, but Paris is about fashion to a different degree as New York is.
They got that European styling, dude.
Yeah. Goodness. Trade deadline, 2:00. We'll update you along the way.
Chris Gonzalez, you can get that outfit at La Ross.
La Ross. Yes. One sleeve longer than the other. You told me the other day that you got
solo serve.
You got
bro.
Solo serve gerbos.
Yeah, bro.
Those were the ones that had longer legs.
They did, bro. They would always, you'd walk and they would turn to the left or the right. You're always trying to adjust your pants,
Yeah.
There's something wrong with every bit of clothing that you brought from that freaking place, man.
It's funny. It's funny. I was more of I didn't go to Solo Serve so much growing up, but we went to like Ross and Marshall's. That was kind of the thing. But let's talk about the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 58's coming up. The prop bets are out. Well, first and foremost, this is a game right now that is a 1-point spread. So Vegas is basically saying, hey, you pick them. Who you want, who you got.
It's a toss-up.
It's a toss-up. Right now, if I had to choose a team to go for that I think is going to win, at the end of the day, I pick the better quarterback.
Now, who's better for you?
I like.
I already know what you're gonna say. I know where you're going.
You
with
thought
this.
I was gonna twist it a little bit.
No. In your eyes, which is the better quarterback?
The better quarterback, most definitely, is Patrick Mahomes. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback I've ever seen in my life.
But in the game, and that's what you're getting at.
But in the game, oh my God, I go back and forth.
Oh Lord, a throwback.
You know, my mind is telling me no, but my body,
Montgomery
my body,
Ward, man.
Montgomery Ward, dude, that's classic.
I remember that.
Sean Quintero reached out with a Montgomery Ward reference, dude. That place was all right. That was like a higher class Sears.
Throwback, bro. Throwback.
Okay, so here's the thing about it, about the Super Bowl. Mahomes, better quarterback. Chiefs have a very good defense. So let's go position by position. Quarterback, Mahomes or Purdy?
I got to go with Mahomes. Mahomes, my homie, man.
But Purdy doesn't mess up.
Hey, man, but Mahomes, like I told you, that's just his style. But the brother takes risk, and they pay off,
Right.
man.
Okay. Running backs. You have Christian McCaffrey against Isaiah Pacheco.
Oh, man, that's
and
tough.
Edwards-Helaire. Now, I mean, McCaffrey, obviously.
Yeah.
But Pacheco, man, dude, the guy is just a razor blade. I mean, the guy, Travis Kelce on his podcast the other day was talking about Pacheco, and even his brother, Jason Kelce, was saying Pacheco runs violently.
He wants to kill you, man.
Like, he wants to lay the smack down when it comes to it all. So that's going to be McCaffrey. Now, wide receivers, I mean, dude, Purdy has more weapons. I think what's going to determine this game is not going to be whether or not Mahomes can win this game. It's whether or not the Chiefs' defense can keep Kansas City close enough so that Mahomes can have heroics down the stretch. Because offense, defense, special teams, top to bottom, the better team is San Francisco. They're the better team.
Yeah.
But they don't have Mahomes.
He's the ex. And you know what?
Keep it close. Keep it within 4 points. Keep it within 3 points. Give Mahomes the ball the last minute and a half, 2 minutes, and have him just make magic and have Travis Kelce go out and do his thing.
That's what I'm saying.
And if they can kind of figure that out, because that Chiefs defense is no joke.
Hey, man, Kelce, he, man, that brother can freestyle like nobody's business, dude. He'll just go out. Hey, I'm just going to throw you the ball. Go do your thing.
Yeah. What is his route sometimes? His route is whatever he feels like doing.
He wants. I mean, the brother, when you can catch the ball as you're falling back with one hand, I mean,
not back shoulder,
back hip,
back hip,
and just scoop it up with one hand. Like, I got this.
He's throwing back. He's throwing it back. He did not have the best regular season, but in the playoffs, Travis Kelce has been money.
Him and Mahomes have that clutch gene, dude.
They do. Chris Gonzalez is reaching out saying that he believes that the Niners will win 38-31, and Christian McCaffrey winning the touchdown and winning MVP. I would not be opposed to saying that the Niners would win by 7, but I'm going to tell you this much. Here's my prediction. Neither team will score more than 24 points. It is going to be a low-scoring affair. I'm going to take in this game as my prediction, my receipts, if you will, that the winning team is going to win 23-17 or 23-20. One of those two scores. That's in my head right now. And I think Kansas City is going to be the one that comes out victorious. Joe, who you got?
I still got the Chiefs, man. Because you know what? The end of the day, the NFL, they want to see Taylor on the field, giving Travis Kelce a hug, even though it might be 3-4 seconds. It's good for ratings, brother. That's what the people want. You know what? I just saw this right now. Patrick Mahomes' wife, Brittany Mahomes.
Yeah.
She will be featured in the 2024 Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue.
I didn't even realize Sports Illustrated existed. I thought they folded a couple of weeks ago.
Well, I'm just saying, this is what Barstool Sports is reporting.
So here's some prop bets that are coming up according to covers.com. Lots going on. You can bet on anything, like the opening kickoff. You can bet on the national anthem. What is the over-under with the national anthem? I remember everyone was celebrating in Vegas one time when it went over 2 minutes and 6 seconds because it was like, and the home of the brave. Hold the note. Hold the note. All the way through. Some of the bets on here are like how many penalties will be accepted. The over-under is 10.5. If the Cowboys were playing, it'd be 17, right?
That's crazy how you can bet on just about any facet of the game in Vegas, dude.
Look at the over-under on points. It's 23.5. Dude, when I said 23, I wasn't saying that because I saw this. That's just what came to my head. I'm thinking along the lines of what Vegas is thinking, and Vegas believes that the winning team's going to score 23 points. Yeah. That's crazy.
You know what Tim Gonzalez was asking us? He was asking me and you. He says, what song will Usher sing first?
You know, that's a great question, man. So is it the first song that he's gonna sing, or is it gonna be the song that starts the whole thing? Because it goes boom, boom, boom. This is the Pepsi 2024 NFL halftime show at the Super Bowl 58, and our performer is Usher, right?
Usher.
And then I remember when Bruno Mars came out there, the kids were singing, "Every time I close my eyes, I see my name in shining lights," from Billionaire, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't it have to be, "Oh my God"?
That's what I was saying. Baby, let me love you down.
I'm going to let the beat drop. OMG has got to be it for me.
Yeah, I said they're going to open the Super Bowl with.
It's not going to be "Loving This Club." It's not going to be "DJ Got Us Falling in Love."
He's going to sing that song though.
Oh, what about "Yeah"?
Oh yeah. Okay.
I mean, "Yeah" might be it. "You Got It Bad." "Confessions." "Burn" might be a good one.
Burn. Me quema. No quemas, cuz.
How about "You Make Me Wanna"?
Oh, Jesus Rivera, he says, has to be, yeah. You and your son think alike, bro.
No, yeah, it's a great one to start off with, but I think OMG or "Oh My God,"
yeah,
I think that's the one because I'm just envisioning the lights are off in the stadium. He's coming up from the stage,
smoke,
and then you hear, "Oh my God."
He's gonna probably have a cameo from somebody. Somebody's gonna come up on stage with him, man.
Well, I mean, didn't he do "My Boo" with Kelly Rowland from Destiny's Child?
Somebody will probably come up on stage with them, I think, at some point.
Dude, what if it's Swift?
Hey, she's there already.
What if she comes out singing "Bad Blood"?
Hey, she's there
because Travis
already.
Kelce was talking about the fact that he says that he couldn't confirm whether she was going to be there or not.
She's gonna be there, bro. She's gonna be there.
Interesting.
Biggest stage. How many millions and millions of people worldwide are gonna be watching this? Yeah, she'll be there.
Chris Gonzalez is not saying "nice and slow" just so you hear it's 7 o'clock on the 7 o'clock.
Everybody's they're gonna be lip syncing. They don't even know what the words to the song are. They're drunk
with the drop top. Very nice. That's funny.
How drunk will everybody be by halftime at the Super Bowl? That's the question.
Dude, you can't be drunk after the Super Bowl. If you're spending $10,000 for a cheap seat, I ain't gonna get drunk.
I'm getting plastered.
By the way,
I don't give a damn.
By the way, in Vegas right now, I felt bad yesterday because I saw a photo of Annie Agar. And, Annie Agar is somebody that was on my old show at San Antonio Sports Star.
Yeah.
She is somebody that has talked to my daughter. So I don't want to say that she's a friend of mine, but she's somebody who's been very friendly over the years. I saw a photo of her over there. The last time I saw her, I told her, I said, every time we go to the Super Bowl, I want us to be like a tradition that we do a selfie together. And I saw her photos out there from the Super Bowl, and I felt like ugly. I was like, oh my God, I missed Annie. I miss Annie.
Hey, you sent did you share the picture yesterday with Paige Peronic?
Yes.
And you were like, a year ago today.
Yeah, yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of me meeting Paige Peronic for the first time.
And you're like, tall tale with a photo. That's what you put.
It's true. It's true.
Are you sharing it?
Are we going to relive history here? Because
are you showing that?
That is Paige Peronic right there.
There you go.
Paige Peronic. I met her at the Super Bowl media event over there. The story goes, we had a $20 bet between everybody at San Antonio Sports Star, Rudy J, Jason Joe, Rob. And the question was, who was going to have a selfie with the most famous person there, or a photo with the most famous person there? And Rudy J was off and running, dude. He was out getting Justina Anderson, Adam Schefter, all of these guys from ESPN. And when Rob Thompson saw me walking with Paige Sporonic, and I introduced myself, I said, "Are you Paige?" I said, "I'm a fan, blah, 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 with San Antonio Sports Star. Would you mind if I get a photo with you?" She said, "Only if it's over here.
Yeah.
And I want my people to take the photo, and I get to choose which ones you keep." Okay. You're a goddess. Of course, that's fine.
Yeah.
They grab my phone. Her assistant grabs my phone, starts snapping photos, and she looks at them and goes, "They look great." Well, Rob Thompson's looking at me as I'm walking with Paige Sporonic, and bug-eyed. His mouth was wide open, like, you are talking to Paige Sporonic.
Yeah.
And I smiled. And you know what the funny thing is? No one was asking her for photos.
Really?
Dude, Andy Agar was posing with people. It's like no one either recognized her because she wasn't boobs popping out, or she wasn't dressed in golf attire, but I recognized her.
Yeah.
And she was a sweetheart. She was nice. Not Andy Agar's sweetheart, but she was nice. But speaking of the Super Bowl, and I need to focus on something here. I gotta find this for you. Normally, whenever I go on to onto Twitter, I do it on my phone. So doing it on a desktop is different. We got to show this real fast.
We got to fix that audio, man. You want me to fix the audio? And there's like a little microphone icon in the corner, the right-hand corner. And if you click on it, it's going to be able to, or you right-click on it, it'll pull up like the audio. It'll say open mixer. And then if you look at the top where it says output device and you click on that little button there, it'll say like NVIDIA.
Okay, I think I shut it down. Okay, so this right here is a big deal right here, man.
Yeah.
A surprise yesterday in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Whataburger.
No one knew apparently that this was going to happen yesterday. But just in time for the Super Bowl, they opened up a Whataburger on the Las Vegas Strip. This is along Waldorf. It's in the Waldorf building, which is basically just outside of New York, as you're going towards like the Aria.
Yeah.
Take a look at the orange decor. It is a Whataburger on the Strip, the first one ever. Look at all the big screens that they have over there. The prices are higher than what they are in San Antonio, but not too outrageous. But it is a 2-story Whataburger.
Wow. Just like in Corpus.
Just like the one in Corpus.
Yeah.
So the way that they've designed it is downstairs. It's casual. You can go out there, get your number one, get your chicken strips, all that stuff. Even get breakfast over there. But they have a full bar at that Whataburger.
Oh, nice.
So you can get your alcohol with your Whataburger. This video is part of it's courtesy of Vegas Pauly C. I follow him on Twitter. I follow him on Instagram and on TikTok as well. Upstairs is if you're dressed a little bit nicer, you want to have a nice little view, make it a date night at Whataburger. You can make your way up the stairs, and there is a seating area with couches and whatnot right there at the Whataburger.
You know what?
Nicer seating, and then you can sit along the Vegas Strip, see the palm trees.
It's a nice view, yeah.
And this right here is on the Strip. It's across from MGM Grand on the same side as New York. And then you see the Cosmo and the Waldorf and all that stuff. Dude, this is a prime location. It is a very, very good spot, and it looks beautiful.
It looks great. In this one, you can actually enjoy the second level, unlike the one in Corpus Christi, because as soon as you go outside and you try to sit on a table out there,
yeah,
you're getting attacked by seagulls, and they're going to shit all over the place.
You go upstairs if you don't want to get shot downstairs at the one in Corpus. That one's kind of nasty, but I'm super excited to go to this one. I cannot wait to go to that. I'm actually going to Vegas in March for March Madness, so I'm about 6 weeks away from that. So I cannot wait. But man, what a burger! Okay, what does Chris Gonzalez is out to us on our stream says? What does Mike say? Whataburger? It's Whataburger. Well, I mean, it depends on what side of town, right?
Whataburger.
Have you ever noticed that about people? Depends on what side of town you are. Their accents come out a little bit more. You become more puro. on certain parts of town.
Yeah, my grandma way back in the day, she would tell us, "Ay, mijo, cómprame una Whataburger, Whataburger."
That's so funny. Okay, fine. I'll call what did I call it? Whataburger? Waterburger? No, it was Waterburger when I was little. 46-year-old Michael says Whataburger.
Whataburger.
It was Waterburger before it got bought out by a company in Chicago.
Yeah.
And then it became Whataburger.
It went downhill after that, man. No good no more.
What plans do you have for Super Bowl 58?
I'm actually going to be off that day, so I'm not going to be working. I'm just going to kick back here and enjoy some snacks. Got to have the dip. I was already showing the wife some videos last night. I was looking at them on Instagram, and I was looking at some recipes that they had for some really nice dip. So I'm going to go ahead and make some of the dip out on the grill, make some appetizers and whatnot, and come inside and be able to watch the game, just chill.
I am going to go to my friend Mike's house. I have a lot of friends that are going to be out there. I am doing my squares. So I've sold a $10 squares for the Super Bowl. I kind of manage that. I also tonight will be working on what I call the scenario squares. It's my own personal way of doing the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So a lot of times people will say squares, right? So squares like 3-7 lines up or whatever the case may be. But what I do with scenarios is I come up with certain scenarios such as Chiefs win by 1 to 7 points. They win by 8 to 14 points, or they win by 15 or more.
What's the first quarter score?
And people buy boxes, and these scenarios are randomly generated to fill those out. And some of those could be what's going to be Usher's first song. Is the coin flip going to be plus or heads or tails? All these different things. So there's certain scenarios where you double your money, certain scenarios where you triple your money, certain scenarios where you get 5 times your money, and then there's the jackpot scenarios, which is randomness.
Yeah.
Certain things like, and I created this, by the way, and I even had a website for this back in the day. This is my own personal game. Certain scenarios like, will a kick hit the upright or the crossbar?
Yeah.
Will a fan run onto the field and cause a ruckus? Will Taylor Swift be proposed to at the end of the game? What is, this, that, and the other? All these different scenarios go on. Will Usher fall? Will he forget the words to his song? There's certain things like that. And the winners of the scenarios split the pot. There have been some years where, there's $500 in that pot. 10 scenarios happen and you get $50 for each one. But there have been some years where only 3 scenarios have popped up and they get $167 each.
Wow.
So it all depends. And my friends have told me that they like this more than the squares because it's just randomness. A scenario could be, will there be a pick 6?
What song will Usher sing first at the Super Bowl?
That is one. That'll be a 3-1 or a 4-1 odd one. Will there be a 2-point conversion completed?
How many seconds will they feature Taylor Swift?
That could be one. Will there be a 2-point conversion created? Will there be a special teams touchdown? Will there be a trick play touchdown? Various things like that.
How many celebrities will be in attendance?
Well, I can't quantify that one. But like, will Mahomes throw for 300 or more? Will McCaffrey score 2+ touchdowns? All of these are scenarios that I come up with, and I come up with 50 to 100 of them. People chip in $10-20 each to buy scenarios, and it's just a fun game. And my friends tell me, they're like, that's the game that we like playing because it's beyond the squares, because you're actually paying attention to the game to do that. Now, the commercials are going to be a big part of the.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that on Monday. We'll have a segment where we break down the commercials.
Yeah, I know that there's one that everyone's talking about that's going to have Jennifer Aniston and David Schwimmer, both from Friends.
Yeah.
Dude, my favorite commercials from back in the day were the Real Men of Genius ones. Man.
Not the Budweiser.
Oh, the Budweiser and the
what's up?
The what's up, guys. And I loved it when they incorporated it into the Scary Movie. What you doing? Just chilling, killing.
Hey, check this out here, man. The Drew Show.
Yeah.
He puts, wait, Joe, a dip made on the grill. Please elaborate. Hey, man, I followed this one brother, man. He's on Instagram, and he's known as Big @Spurs_KS_Q. And he like makes some legit like cool stuff like you can make on the grill, like appetizers, dip, all sorts of stuff that you can do real quick,
Mhm.
especially if you're having a party, you have people coming over and you want to feed them real quick, He gives some really good tips, man. Like I'm going to make some of the stuff he's been putting up there on the Insta, man.
That is cool, man. You're more man than me when it comes to it all. Oh, by the way, dude, can you show my screen?
Yeah.
Swiss today putting a milk carton.
Have you seen me? I haven't seen this motherfucker at one game this season.
General manager of the Spurs, Brian Wright, the hologram. Have you seen me? Goodness, man, that's funny. That is good. I was trying to look up Adrian Wojnarowski to see if anything has come up recently, because again, the trade deadline is at 2:00. Right now it's 11:12 a.m. So we're less than 3 hours away.
You know what Brian Wright's doing right now? He's over there asking Coach Pop, "What are we gonna have for lunch, Pop?"
Man, Oklahoma City getting Gordon Hayward. Wow, that's
the Spurs are getting.
That's a smart pickup right there, man.
Spurs ain't getting jack shit, man. Nothing.
What's that from Spaceballs with the pick and the comb?
Yeah,
we ain't found shit.
We ain't found shit. That's gonna be the Spurs fans. We ain't getting shit.
Oh my! But you know what? But Spurs fans will continue buying the merch. We are turning slowly into Cowboy fan.
Oh man, yeah, dude, it's bad. You know what? I'm even thinking about. They already sent me the notification, Mr. Garcia. Your Spurs renewal's coming up for your season tickets. I'm really thinking about it. Do I want to go ahead and pay my hard-earned money to see this team suck another season?
Dude, I spent a lot of money on the Spurs myself, dude.
I'm like, bro, if I'm going to be spending that much money every year, you know what? I'd rather go to 3 games, and I'd rather sit in that section that we were in that last time, Mike, where we get the free food, the chef-prepared food, and the free drink.
Rather do that 5 times and go to 40 games.
Exactly, man. And you know what? Not only that, but you're sitting down and the good seats. And I mean, come on, there was a lot of eye candy over there, dude.
There was. Oh, dude.
Lord have mercy.
I'm not saying those 2 girls to the side of us were strippers.
Hey, might as well have been, dude.
But it wouldn't have surprised me if they were, is what I'm saying.
They were there. I mean, courtesy of some player. You know that, man.
Carolina Teague has a poll on her page at CT the Mike Slayer, asking the question, will the Spurs make a move at today's NBA trade deadline?
Nope.
324 people have voted, 74% saying nope.
Nope. They ain't gonna do a damn thing. CT knows they ain't gonna do nothing.
So tell me about the Saudi money going into the NBA.
Oh Lord, man. Let's see how I bring that up here.
So the Saudis are already involved in tennis. They're involved in golf.
Yeah, so let me go ahead and bring this up here on the screen. I think it was this one. Yeah, here it is. So this is what I saw on Twitter earlier today. And it's by a reputable source, a reporter for, I believe, The Athletic. And he puts, NBA is renaming its in-season tournament the Emirates NBA Cup and adding jersey patches for the Emirates, UAE-based airline to its referee uniforms starting this All-Star game. WNBA refs will have patches starting in 2025, and G League refs will have those patches starting next season.
Well, then it's not necessarily Saudi money because UAE is its own thing.
Yeah, but I mean, they're taking money.
They're friendly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe not. I mean, I'm looking more and more about how they've been rivals in the past, but a lot of the American sports has been infiltrated by foreign money.
Yeah.
We saw the golf with the Saudi tour, the Saudi backed tour. You've got which now, I mean, that decimated for a good while the PGA. Now they're coming back together.
Me and Drew show thinking the same damn thing. It kind of amazed that Mike doesn't use Twitter in dark mode.
First of all, I can't do dark mode.
Come on, man.
Dude, I tried doing dark mode for about a week to try to train my eyes to do so. The black background with the white letters hurt my eyes.
Really? I mean, it's great for me. It's like I'm not blinded, you know?
I tried, Drew. I tried. Tim Gonzalez is now saying that Nick Saban is joining College Game Day.
Yeah, we saw that, man.
That's funny. Want to do some entertainment news?
Sure. Let me get the jingle ready for you, man. Here we go.
In entertainment news, oh man, these guys have become quite the douchebag duo. Let's take a look here at this photo here. This is according to TMZ.com. Pete Davidson, Matt Rife. There was a time in which I liked both of these guys. Both of them are stand-up comedians. We know Pete Davidson because he was on Saturday Night Live for a few years. He also has dated a lot of hot celebrities over the years, whether it be Ariana Grande, Kate Beckinsale. I don't know how he does it, but he does, right? Matt Rife, very, very popular comedian, kind of came up through TikTok, through Instagram, became very popular that way. Sold out shows here in San Antonio recently, back in November and December. There is some disagreement as to whether Pete Davidson was supposed to perform in New York. This is the same event at Radio City Music Hall where porn star Lisa Ann got arrested.
Yeah.
And Pete Davidson saying, who the hell said that I was going to perform? Everyone's saying that I was supposed to perform. And Pete Davidson saying, I was never on the bill. Like, who's been spreading these lies? So my question for you is, if you're going out and you're going to a show, do you want them to do the show that they're known for, or do you want them to switch it up a little bit? Because, like, I wouldn't want to go watch, for example, Matt Rife. If he's a certain type of comedian, why would he change the type of comedian he is just on a whim? And be like, instead of being like a nice, affable guy, suddenly be a dickhead.
Gotcha.
Right? Or if somebody is normally a dickhead, why would you want them to be somebody that they're not and be very, very nice? You know what I'm saying?
Well, perfect example of switching things up a little bit, but not, let's say, so much where it takes away from the show. It's kind of what Adam Sandler did when he was here in San Antonio. Because I had a lot of my friends that went to that. He was this comedian, comedian doing his bit or whatever. But the cool thing is he let his friends interject. Like I have so-and-so in the audience. Hey, what's going on?
Oh, yeah. So
it was
Kevin
cool.
James in the audience.
So it's like, hey, it's a cool little, surprise there. We have somebody here, but it didn't detract from his overall performance. It was cool to see his friends, and they had a quick second or two where they would say something, but overall it was his show.
Okay, so there's like one time, and this is going to sound sad. It's going to sound stupid. It's going to sound like I'm an asshole for saying this. But one time, my favorite band growing up was Stone Temple Pilots. They were my favorite band.
Yeah.
And to this day, I listen to STP all the time.
Scott Whelan.
Yeah. I saw him perform. The best concert I've ever been to in my entire life.
Brother could sing.
Was
man.
an STP show.
He could sing.
It was also the worst show I ever went to.
Really?
And my former brother-in-law would say the same thing as well. He would say, hey, he's seen him before just kill it, and other times didn't. He killed it when he was drugged up and when he was drinking.
Yeah.
But sober Scott Whelan was an awful performer. Right.
And I feel
time's a ways to go.
But when he's singing, like you hear him on the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I find that to be funny. But the big thing about this weekend is going to be about Super Bowl. It's going to be about the halftime show.
Yeah.
It's going to be about the commercials. And that's the great thing about the Super Bowl. And it's something that it's a national holiday for us. It crosses so many divides.
America's holiday.
It is America's holiday.
Yeah.
Because, this is where liberals and conservatives watch the game, right? This is something where it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, you're watching the game. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, you're watching the game, or at the very least watching the halftime show and the commercials. So much goes on to it. It's a big spectacle. Apparently in Vegas, it's been a cluster F over there while they're trying to throw it. They're still keeping up a happy face on it, but you had the weather crap out on them. It was flooding over there for a while. Dude, I have friends that are going just for fun, not even going to the game. they're telling me about the table prices for playing craps, the table prices to play blackjack.
10 grand.
Well, I mean, it's like, you want to play craps. Let's say you want to play $5 or $10 or $15
What's
craps.
my buy-in?
Yeah, it's like $25, $50 a number. You're talking about blackjack where the minimum is like $100. And it's like you have to be a high roller to go to an event like that. That's why Vegas sucks for a major event like that. I mean, it's great because you have a lot to do, but for a common fan, a middle-class fan, they get squeezed out when it comes to this thing.
Hey, no way, man, that you can be able. But you know what? If you get a ticket to the Super Bowl, it does come with some perks, and one of those perks is you do get to go to some of these parties.
Right. I mean, the Woj party not the Woj party. I went to the party last year with oh my God, it was the Ron Jaworski, Mike Ditka party.
I think Cosmo does a party or something like that.
Yeah.
They did one in the past. I don't know if they do one anymore.
Oh, it's fun times, dude. It's fun times.
And is it all inclusive? Like it includes drink and food and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, it is. So the $500 that was spent for a ticket to that one party was unlimited food, unlimited drink, unlimited pot.
Damn.
And unlimited cigars.
Hey, now you're talking, man.
Yeah. There's a second half of photos that I have from the trips over there that I never posted.
Hey, man, you're talking cigars. That's right up Rudy J's alley, dude.
Oh, you know what? It's funny because Rudy J and I climbed a mountain 1 year ago today.
Damn, Rudy climbed a mountain, bro.
Dude, that guy's in shape.
Oh, no, he's in shape. Yeah, now he is, dude. He's looking good, looking fit.
I posted that somewhere on here. Let me see if I can find it. That Rudy J and I climbed that mountain a while back, and we had a great time over there, man. Rudy J is a good guy, dude. I love that man. He does a fantastic job. I've been following their
in the building.
Hey,
man, Taylor gave us a shout out yesterday, man. Thanks for that, Taylor. We appreciate
what did he say?
Man. No, he was just saying, like, hey, congratulations, fellas. He was happy for us that we're kind of expanding the network.
Yeah.
He's supporting everything and anything that has to do with local podcasters. And he's told us in the past, as we make content, it actually helps everybody who's a podcaster here in the city grow, get more attention on what we're doing.
This is the photo I was telling you about. My guy from in the building, Rudy J.
There he is.
1 year ago today, we climbed Piestewa Peak out there in Phoenix, Arizona. And I remember wanting to go out there. That was my goal, was to go on and climb this mountain. I had tried it twice before. And the first time I got up about 50% of the way and climbed down. The second time I went up there, I got up about 75, 80%, and I got too tired and I went back down. And I kept on telling Rudy before the trip that I wanted to go do it. And he was like, oh, yeah, I'll do it with you. But as the time was coming to go do it, he was kind of like, nah, I don't know if I want to do it. We're tired from the day, all that stuff. And I said, okay, you don't have to go. And I got dressed to go. And he's like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going to Piestewa Peak to climb the mountain. And he was like, well, I was going to go have pizza with the guys, like Rob and Jason Minix and Joe Reinagel. And I was like, okay, go have fun. And he was like, I don't want you going by yourself.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, but Rudy, you said you'd go. He goes, I don't want to go by. I want you to go by yourself.
Yeah.
So we Ubered to the mountain. We Ubered, which was probably about a 20-minute drive. The base of the mountain it's a trail, and people try to climb it, and a lot of people make it up to the top. And we got to the very top, and about 80% of the way there, I was exhausted. But we kept going. Rudy was a champ, dude. He was doing so much better than me up there. And he was up there, and he had to wait for me for a while for me to catch up.
You're like, I can't breathe.
the last 50 yards, you're on your stomach climbing.
Oh, man.
And we got to the top. So you see that photo there of me kind of celebrating?
Yeah.
I sat my ass back down because it scared the living crap out of me.
You're so high up.
Because you're so high up, and you're on the very peak. Now, there's probably, you see the people behind right there? There's like another peak right next to it, right? Where we're facing.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite photos, dude. One of my favorite photos of all time. And Rudy being a champ up there. Very, very cool. On our streamline, we got Drew Show reaching out saying when Scott Weiland was in the supergroup Velvet Revolver, he was allegedly sober. That group was Slash, Duff, basically Guns N' Roses, and Weiland fronting them. Yes, Slither was a great song. I liked Velvet Revolver, dude. I mean, Contraband was their first album, and Contraband was a great, great album. The very, very first song on there, Sucker Train Blues, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
I've always said that if I ever had another radio show, the intro to Sucker Train Blues would be my intro.
There you go.
That song, it's Slash and Duff going at it. It's a great instrumental, dude. It's badass, to be honest with you. Scott Weiland was my guy for so long, dude.
You got to go ahead and do some karaoke when we get a chance and do some Stone Temple Pilots.
Dude, I have actually won $50 singing an STP song. I sang Plush one time, won $50. Other STP songs I've karaokeed in my life, Tripping on a Hole in a Paper Heart. I've done Creep.
Really?
My friend George karaokeed Creep one time.
Yeah.
And when he was singing it, he sang the version from the unplugged version.
Okay.
Which is different vocals. It was great, dude. He did a fantastic job. He did it at Bennigan's. Now that's a restaurant
Bennigan's.
I miss, dude.
What a throwback.
I miss Bennigan's.
Yeah, man. They have one that was over here. What was it called? By the theater, the Regal Cinema that's over here by Ingram Mall and all that. Right behind there, they used to have that little restaurant.
The Bennigan's I used to go to was on I-10 and Hebner.
Okay, they had one there in that little area too.
Yeah.
Yeah, way back when. I don't even know what it is now, but yeah, that's a throwback, dude. They used to have a good happy hour, man.
Do you know what I remember about Bennigan's? There was also a place called Maggie's. I don't know if you remember Maggie's on San Pedro, across from like San Francisco Steakhouse in that area. But the thing about Bennigan's, I remember when planking was a thing.
I remember that.
I remember going with my friends and planking out there. Drew Show reaches out and saying, underrated SCP song, one of Scott's best is Atlanta. That's a good one. I believe that is off of either the 4 album or the Shangri-La Di-Da album, if I'm not mistaken. I'm a big SCP guy. Atlanta's a good song, dude. It really is. I would say my favorite STP songs that I'm thinking off the top of my head that no one listens to is a Song for Dreaming, I believe is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, It's Late from the Shangri-La Di-Da album. Look at the music video. It's them trying to become the Beatles. They're imitating the Beatles. Hello, It's Late. Great STP song. You wouldn't even recognize it as them. His vocals were great. Dean DeLeo doing his thing as well, doing the background vocals. Very, very, very good. Mario Cavazos, the Monte Cristo, bruh. Dude, how many calories are in a Bennigan's Monte Cristo? I'm going to find out right now, dude. I have never known the answer to that. Have you ever had a Monte Cristo?
I have, dude.
Okay, so basically, what is it? A sandwich with powdered sugar and calories in a Monte Cristo. I'm going to put down...
It's bad, man.
I'm going to put down TGI Fridays, right? Because TGI Fridays serves that. It is... Let me see here. 900 calories. I'm calling crap, dude.
900.
I'm calling crap. I mean, that's basically like 1.5 Big Macs, right? Dude, the Monte Cristo was amazing. Oh, look at that. There's a Bennigan's copycat Monte Cristo sandwich, according to this one website. Look at that. Okay, 900 calories. It's fried, right? I mean, that's
yeah,
it's fried. It's like a fried club sandwich with preserves on top. Ugh, so gross.
That's what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow, dude. Because tomorrow we're gonna be going to go check out some of my son's colleges, right? That he's been accepted to.
Yeah,
road trip, right? So one of those things that we're gonna do is we're gonna pass by a Buc-ee's. If you go by the Buc-ee's, man, you know you gotta go ahead and get down and get some snacks. How much do you think I'm gonna spend? It's just me, my daughter, and my son.
$70.
Easy, easy,
yeah,
easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the road tomorrow, so there's no show tomorrow. I'll be over in Houston, working for I have a work event over there in Houston tomorrow, so I'll be gone. We're going to be back here on Monday talking about Super Bowl 58, who won, best commercials. It's also going to be the premiere episode at 2 o'clock of Rudy Campos Jr.'s
Sweep the
show.
League.
Sweep the League.
From 2 to 3:30.
2 to 3:30. Very, very cool.
Hey, and we also have a new episode that's going to be released here of Brandon Medina's new show.
Yeah,
Generation Duo.
Generation Duo.
Yeah.
That was a fun episode, man.
Yeah,
That was a very good episode. That's all on our podcast network. So if you subscribe to Alamo City Podcast Network, you will have access to these shows as well. I'm going to have fun at the rodeo this weekend. Saturday's the big day for me over there. I have my pair of boots. I'll be tweeting about it, most definitely. I wonder how much money I'm going to spend. In my head, I'm spending $200, but really that means $400 because it is the rodeo. But I'm going to do one event today for the rodeo. That is it.
Only one event.
One event, and then I'll do one fiesta event. You can put me down for one fiesta event. Better be a good
Taste
one.
of the North Side.
That's not a fiesta event, dude.
Go to Niosa, bro. Either that or you want to go to the free one over there at Market Square, Tejano Explosion.
Oh, dude.
You got to dress like the vaquero if you're going to go there. You got to have the shirt opened up, the gold chains, you know?
I'm just nodding no right now.
Yeah, bro.
No.
You have to go all vaquero. Puro. You got to be puro. You're going to hang out there.
No.
That's the people, man. That's your people, bro.
No.
You hang out with the gente.
That's not gente, dude. That's
Oh, man.
No.
Mike. No, you bougie, Mike. You be up there with El Jefe. Oh, I'm about all that life. And then I'm going to see you at Jefe in the VIP section up there.
A Taste of Northside is not my people either, dude. No, I'm somewhere between.
That's Jefe style right there. That's his speed.
I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm in the middle of Tejano Explosion on the and Taste of the North Side. I'm somewhere in the middle.
What is that other one?
Two.
The King William or whatever.
King William's fine.
Yeah,
I mean, it's fun. It's if you're a couple,
the historic district. You know, I mean, you could do something like that, unless you want to go to like Oyster Bake and just be standing around for 2 hours for a bad beer. You know,
1-0, baby. 1-0.
Is that where you got in your fight over there?
It was Oyster
Bake.
Oh, it was Oyster Bake, dude. Man. Listening to the music, dude. Listen to the music. Everyone have a fantastic week, fantastic weekend. Super Bowl 58. Can't wait to talk about it on Monday. Everyone have a great day. If you see me at the rodeo, first week you see me at the rodeo, I'll get you a beer.
Oh, man.
I'll get you a beer. And then someone's going to come up to me and I'll be like, you're number 4.
Number 4. Well, you know what? Full disclosure, me and you, we're going to go have us some lunch now, man.
Sazon.
Pinche sazon, dude. Maybe, hey, I ain't got nothing to do. Maybe I'll indulge in a little beer.
There you go.
A lunch beer.
There you go. And I cannot wait. Dude, remember when I said I was going to do my show in Vegas?
Yeah.
Maybe Whataburger will let me do it.
You could do it from the second level while you're having a drink.
Second level of Whataburger.
Get the pinky up while you're sipping on something.
I like where we're going with
yes,
this.
Can I have you're going to get the chicken nuggets or the chicken strips. The chicken strips meal. Chicken nuggets are for kids is what you say. You're going to go chicken strips.
That's right, baby. That's right. Everyone have a fantastic weekend. Great Thursday. NBA trade deadline ends in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Spurs haven't done shit yet.
They ain't going to do nothing.
See you guys on Monday.